There's no experience like a community day school. I mean, they're absolutely living each day in an environment which is Jewish. They are learning what Judaism is, they're learning text, and the benefit to all of society when these children graduate from even a textual standpoint of understanding our books, there's no way of measuring that.
HBHA seeds our future in the way that it gives us a special advantage. Because it's a bilingual school, we start off already with this Hebrew education.
When I think about what's different about HBHA, I think ultimately the value piece and the values that we try to instill in our students, I think it's easy to lose sight of that in today's world. We don't hide from that. That is part of who we are.
At HBHA, I feel like I'm part of one big family because I'm so comfortable around everyone. I feel like I can really be myself.
One of the most exciting parts of the HBHA is the fact that they find every kid's unique interest and every kid's unique personality, and they try to nurture it and tailor the classes and the programs so that each of those kids gets the opportunity to shine.
I would be willing to bet that every child in this school, with maybe one minor exception or two, is reading above grade level, and that they're performing above grade level in a lot of areas. That gives you a huge advantage academically as you go forward. I could take you to schools where there are kids like you that don't have that advantage. And because they don't have that advantage, it's going to hurt them as they grow up and start looking at their options.
What we're finding is that people are starting to move to Kansas City. We're growing the community, and we are actually growing.
We try to create environments for our students that give them an opportunity to think, feel, and act like experts in a field.
One of my favorite subjects is math. We study all these ancient number systems, and we do subtraction and addition.
In anatomy and physiology, we do a lot of dissection. You get to know exactly how your body works, which is really interesting. And it's just a fun class because it's really hands-on.
I like math and science and social studies, but social studies is my favorite. We watched a video on Van Gogh, and we also made Starry, Starry Night.
Since the HBHA is such a close-knit community, I can always go to my teachers for extra help. I play varsity basketball, varsity soccer, I'm in the upper school play, I write for the school newspaper, and I'm on student council.
I just got back from a Jewish heritage trip taking HBHA juniors and seniors to the death camps and ghettos of Poland as well as to Prague. The buildings in the gas chamber and crematorium are all still there. You feel like when you hear about the individual stories of those who perished in the Holocaust, they're talking about your family. I feel a lot closer to my Judaism, and I wouldn't trade it for anything.
When I am walking through the campus showing prospective parents everything we offer, there are so many pieces to our education, the Jewish heritage, the warm family feeling. It's just a place that you can't help but feel it, see it, and just want to be part of it.
I think the fact that the program and curriculum has always been cutting edge. As we're seeing the future, I think really the sky is the limit.
We have a student at George Washington University who's a sophomore who's already been accepted to their medical school.
One of my favorite parts of the HBHA was the fact that you could basically design a class for yourself if you had a new interest.
The goal that I always had for each and every kindergarten was to give them a love and pride of being Jewish, and also, of course, to be lifetime learners, and to give them a very strong background, a very strong grounding in their Jewishness, so that they could carry on with our wonderful traditions and our rich culture.
One of the things that I really love about HBHA is how everyone from every different grade kind of really gets to interact with each other, especially on Friday morning during Taste of Shabbat.
There's a mensch of the week, and a mensch is a person who's been nice and helpful.
The thing that I really like to see is the kindergarten and first graders sitting on laps of older students and the smiles on the faces that they enter the room with, because it's as if their big brothers and big sisters are looking out for them.
It's a lot of fun interacting with the kids, and before special programs, going to pick them up and seeing their smiling faces, ready to have some fun within the family.
Back when we were in lower school, you know, you always looked up to the older kids in the family. You just hope that one day you could be that. And I remember back in elementary school, Jeremy and I were like the wild little kids. And now we look up, now they look up to us as we were looking up to the people before us. It's a cool cycle that can only happen at somewhere like HBHA.
The HBHA truly is a family, from the teachers to the parents to the kids.
My son Josh, when he was interviewed by a local magazine, said in that interview that his education at the Hebrew Academy had a greater impact on him than his education at Harvard.
My greatest hope in 20 years, graduates will look back upon our environment. Number one, remember an environment which was family, an environment that they learned to take risks, an environment in which they found their passion, an environment in which they grew strong, an environment in which really taught them that as Jews, we do have responsibility to make this world a better place.
We wanted the best Judaic education and the best secular education that could be provided in the city. That was very important, and I think that the school has measured up.
When you get little kindergartners and first graders feeding homeless, you raise mensches. In Hyman Brand Hebrew Academy, our expectation is that we will raise mensches for the community and for the world, and we do that.
I got the idea to make the Stop Puppy Mills petition, and because I read about it in a Chewy and Chica book. Here at HBJ, we learned that one person can make a huge difference, and you can be that one too.